which happens to be a OD-YB blackhead spot nose fire possible red stripe clown head for Hypo. And as I said earlier, I love anything orange dream. To me, this kind of palette is beautiful. I absolutely love the deep orange colors on this, and I try to work this orange into all my projects. It can be in puzzle, in monsoon, in paint. This is really where I want to take things and bring them to the next level. So talking about that paint clown, this would be a crazy color for the paint clown. What's up guys, Anton here from DPR. I got the great opportunity from MorphMarket to give you an exclusive room tour into DPR's facility. Anyone that don't know me, my name's Antoine. I'm based in Canada, city of Montreal, and I've been doing ball python breedings and reptile studies for over 10 years now. I specialize in different projects. I kind of have an approach where I like to really think about the ingredients, so the genes that I put into my combos. And I've had a YouTube channel for 4.5 years now, all talking about my strategies, my perspective, and some of the animals that we're producing. Hypo Clown, Hypo Puzzle, OD Monsoon, Paint, so I'm heavy into those, but obviously a lot more different things. And I want to kind of bring you to where it all started with my very first baby that I've ever produced. She was hatched in 2016, and she also happens to be my biggest snake in the collection. She is a pastel Enchi het clown, 4,500 gram, a big female. And it's very just a sentimental animal to have in the facility, because genetically speaking, it's not the most powerful animal, but she's beautiful, she's big, and she's always very impressive to show whenever people are around in the facility to visit. And like I said, it's a sentimental thing to have, the first animal that you've ever produced. Fortunately, out of 3 clutches and I think like 25 plus eggs, I missed on all of them. We did hit a paint clown, which I'm going to show later, but these are some of the animals that I have for this project. You see this female is still getting back on shape after laying this clutch. So this was one of the triple het Desert Ghost paint clown that I have. I held back a lot of these animals, and I'm heavy invested in this project. I think I have 5 or 6 besides this one that are getting ready to breed for this coming season in the triple het DG paint clown. But well, now that we're talking about it, I might as well show you this insane paint clown that was hatched here in the facility very recently. This female is also 66% het for Desert Ghost, so this will be a key animal for the future. Would have loved to have a male, but this one is definitely a crazy looking snake. One of the best platforms in my opinion for future projects. I really love it. And again, just simple paint stuff. That's an Enchi paint. Love the look, love how they age, the granite vibes that they have. Single gene paint in shed. This one has some beautiful yellows coming through, very granite. Really like this gene. So paint is one of the genes that I have a heavy focus on. I think it's very untapped and have a lot of potential, but for some reason, I feel like I'm just producing very little every year. I'm kind of always shooting for like deeper projects with like more genetics, double heads, paw sets and whatnot. So I'm not producing that many paints, but it's just building for some future elements. Heavily focusing on Hypo clown projects. I think Hypo is one of my favorite gene. Really love it. And this year we really managed to pull out some crazy Hypo clown combos. Some of them are on MorphMarket right now, actually, matter of fact. These are some Cypress spot nose Hypo clown. This one is with Orange Dream, slightly in shed unfortunately, but a huge fan of this interaction. Allelic stuff is really my jam. I love to play around the allelic part of incomplete dominant genes. This is another one. This is a blackhead spot nose Hypo clown, beautiful babies. Other than that, we managed to hit a lot of cool clowns that are Hypo. So we have another Cypress spot nose, this one with yellow belly, beautiful red flames, insane contrast on this animal. Then we have some blackhead spot nose, again, this one fire yellow belly, blackhead spot nose. Some super cool interactions, some stuff. Obviously this has been made before. Just not too sure about it, but it's kind of pushing the boundaries of what's possible and what we can do with it. But then if we go even crazier into these animals and we add like OD, fire, no, the fire is already there. So OD and red stripe, we hit this crazy animal here, which happens to be a OD-YB blackhead spot nose, fire, possible red stripe clown, head for Hypo. And as I said earlier, I love anything orange dream. To me, this kind of palette is beautiful. I absolutely love the deep orange colors on this, and I try to work this orange into all my projects. It can be in puzzle, in monsoon, and paint. This is really where I want to take things and bring them to the next level. So talking about that paint clown, this would be a crazy color for the paint clown. In my ball python breeding journey, I've been brought up to the major leagues mostly by NBK Reptiles. I've done a lot of work for him in the past. I did study in business school and I had an intern to do. I did my intern luckily with someone local to me. NBK was in Montreal, I live nearby, so I did my intern there, and he was working with a lot of dinker projects. One of them would have been the gorilla, and this is one gene that I've featured a couple times on my YouTube channel and has got a lot of attention. Gorilla is a subtle mutation, but increases a lot of blacks. So we have a few of the animals of the 2025 season that we've made. The one I had in my hand, so the bigger one, is a blackhead GHI gorilla het Hypo. Here we have a single gene gorilla GHI, so without the blackhead technically, but a very, very dark animal. And the one here in the back is a brand new animal just shed out. This is a hurricane gorilla het lavender, so a super cool animal as well. Basically, gorilla is really highlighting all the blacks, creating deep rich contrast on the animal. And this is definitely something that's aged very well, because gorilla, the beauty of gorilla is really when the animal ages, those black will stay and increase all the way up to like 1,000 grams or so. So this is one project that we have been working with. There's other dinkers that, you know, are there, but there's so many of them and there's so many animals to show. So that's not gonna be for today's video, but you know, honorable mentions like cantaloupe, apricot, Burn, and gorilla. There's some of the dinkers that we've been working with NBK. So this is our walk-in incubator shared with NBK. I can give you a little sneak peek inside. Inside of it, we have still plenty of clutches left for the season. And I love the walk-in because obviously in our colder climate in the winter, if we have a power failure or something, although we have generators, having a big room will give us a bigger buffer as far as temperature control, and we have less margins for error. So a walk-in incubator is kind of something that I'll always have now from now on, and custom built. So definitely something that I really love about this facility is the walk-in incubator. Let's move on to the holdback room from the last like 2 seasons. We're now into the holdback room. This is where most of the crazy stuff from like the last 2 years are before going back into the main breeding room. And I can't show you this room without showing you my absolute favorite snake that I've ever produced in my collection. This is a Orange Dream Monsoon, and this is really a first step towards some crazy orange visual monsoons. Obviously the back doesn't look too crazy, but the sides are definitely deep orange, really bright sides. So hopefully in the super form we have something that brings a lot more orange into it. She's almost breeding size now, and I'm building a small army of combo OD het Monsoon and with different recessive. Now that I have turned off the fan, it is so hot that she can't do anything other than panning. So yeah, that would be the panning that you're hearing. About some crazy OD stuff, het for Monsoon and other things. We hatched also late last year a OD Fire Clown. That's 100% het for Monsoon, so this is a female with a great attitude. A lot of DPR animals have that attitude for some reason, and they are really good eaters. A lot of my Monsoon stuff also reacts this way for some reason as well. So that's a female, but the main animal that I'm going to use for next coming season, hopefully a lot this coming one, is this male OD Fire Clown. This one is double het for Desert Ghost and Monsoon. So this guy is going to be used in like DG clown projects to bring some posset monsoons. He's also going to be used with some of the het monsoons that I have to create, you know, visual monsoons with OD fire, potential super OD, 100% het clown, posset DG. Some real madness happening on from this animal. So this one I'm feeling really well. I really want him to be a key element in the center of the collection for 2026. Other than that, as far as great animals that we have in this rack, I could open a lot of bins for that. But let's move on to some of my other favorites that are not in the Monsoon. Still with Orange Dream, this is one of the best, if not the best looking snake that I've ever produced. This beautiful female closing in on 1,000 gram is a OD Fire, Black Pastel, Spot Nose, Red Stripe, Desert Ghost, Het Clown. I have no idea what I'm going to breed to her, but she is a majestic animal. From a baby, she was beautiful, and now the DG and OD and all the other genes are interacting to give such a crazy look on this female. And as far as crazy DGs, we have these two, and obviously the two of them are in shed. These are DG Clown combos, Fire Yellow Belly and Black Pastel Fire Yellow Belly. Double het Hypo Pied, so working in that, not as much in Pied, but mostly in the Hypo DG Clown project. So these will be key elements for that. Can't wait to introduce genes like Chocolate or like Redhead into it. Have a perfect male for that, which would be this animal, deep in shed. Kind of unlucky today, but this is a Chocolate Redhead Special Hypo Clown. So this guy is really gonna be used this year, hopefully to his best of advantage. Try to get some like Dark Knight, Hypo Redhead, Hypo Clown stuff, and in the Desert Ghost as well, so that would be pretty sick. Talking about Hypo and Desert Ghost a lot, it's a platform that I definitely believe has a lot of potential. Here's another snake that's slightly in shed. This is a Trick Spot Nose Hypo DG. So a beautiful snake that could be used in various of projects, could be used in Monsoon, in Paint, in Puzzle, in Clown, in just Hypo DG or in True Ghost. I don't have any True Ghosts at the moment, but I'll be working on that for sure. So I love Hurricane for the pattern and the other genes for the color that it gives to it. Really a big fan of that. Again, more Hypo. Finally, one male in shed. This is a Black Pastel Hypo Desert Ghost Double Het Clown Pied. So definitely building heavily on this platform to bring all the recessive gene together. But to me, I've spoken about that a couple times on my YouTube channel. Actually, I should say more than a couple times. I've spoken about that a lot of times on my YouTube channel. I think that besides the greatness of quad recessive and 5 recessive and whatnot, incomplete dominants are really the spice of life. They are what brings those combos to life, what makes them shine and makes them absolutely crazy. So here at DPR, I try to heavily focus on getting the right incomplete dominance codoms together before trying to work into the quad and 5 recessive. I want to make, when I want to hit the triple recessive or quad recessive, I want to have a lot of the great codoms together, and especially the right ones. So this is stuff that I talk often on my YouTube channel. So if you're interested in that, check it out. In multi-recessive, this is Pastel, OD, Yellow Belly, Paint, 100% het for Clown, and I might have just hatched a perfect male for her. The male is a Super OD Cypress Het Paint plus Het Clown. So I'm crossing my fingers and toes for this male to be Het Clown. To go with her, we could already be working on Super OD Cypress Paint Clown for the future. So really happy to have these animals and these ingredients in the collection. And I'm not a hater on pastel with paint, because as you can see with OD and Yellow Belly, the colors are still right there. There's no fading, like it's not turning into a dull brown animal. It's bright yellow with vivid blacks and orange on the side. So imagine that in Paint Clown. I think could be really epic. One of my favorite projects of any is the chocolate. I love this gene so much. I've done a lot of it, a lot of chocolate in my clown stuff. And the chocolate Hypo Clown is definitely on the top of my list. So this is a female that we are growing up for the future. This girl is beautiful. From what an amazing line of chocolate and Hypo. There's no like dull colors, even at 1,000 grams. Still some bright purples and grays and some deep, rich, like orangey yellow colors. Absolutely love this animal. And yeah, I'm honestly super stoked to have this girl. And now that I have him right here, I can't not show you this, because we are holding back so many OD Het Monsoon animals. This would be a OD Yellow Belly Double Het Monsoon Cryptic. And we have, I just counted before filming this video, we have about 10 animals with OD that are Het Monsoon and Het for something else. So we are really pushing forward on the Super OD Monsoon, because I think the OD Monsoon release was really like a eye-opener for a lot of people. but I think the Super OD Monsoon platform is going to be converting so many people to Monsoons. And real quick, because maybe I have a bigger platform now, to me, the Monsoon gene, it's not about disrupting the pattern, it's about working with the pattern. So color, shapes of, shades of intensity inside of it. So I'm going all light stuff, OD, lace, fire, and whatnot to really make it pop, to have a bright orange Monsoon. So that's gonna be my heavy focus in the next coming years. Sneak peek introduction from MorphMarket. I really want to thank MJ and MorphMarket for that opportunity to show some of the animals. It's a great selling platform, it's a great community, and brings a lot of transparency that's really much needed in the industry. If you want to see more of what I'm doing, be sure to go check out our YouTube channel for deeper dive into some of these projects, clutches, some strategies, and different perspectives. And if you're interested in some of the animals, we're in Canada, but we do ship almost worldwide. So we have some shipping routes to the US, shipping routes to Europe, to the UK, to Asia. So plenty of different spots that we can ship our animals. And if you're interested, be sure to contact us either on MorphMarket, on Instagram, or on email. Once again, a huge thanks to MorphMarket for being an amazing platform and to give me the opportunity to show you a little behind the scenes of DPR and to bring a lot more people to our great industry. On this, we'll see you soon.